Hey everyone, Anthony here, and I've been getting a lot of questions and emails about what are the types of ginger that I use to grow in my ginger garden beds. So after doing a lot of research on the internet, I found I had the best result with ginger that's around 10 centimeters long or 2 inches and around roughly around 100 grams, which is something around about like this, 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 and as you can see, it's around 10 centimeters. Um, and I think the reason is growing ginger. I don't think you should be stingy. I think that with a big enough piece, it will actually start to grow more faster, and you're gonna get a lot more result. Um, the funny thing about growing ginger is by the time it is in growth from September, and 8 to 10 months later, you pretty much yield around 10 times. So a ginger that's around 100 grams will actually get you around 1 kilo after um, you harvest it. So I don't think you should be quite stingy about it. And I know this because my cousin and my father both tried to grow ginger, but they weren't able to get that result they wanted. I saw what they grew, and because the piece was so small, it actually rotted before it started sprouting. So the pieces that you should look for when growing ginger are these pieces here. These are the eyes, everyone calls, and they're starting to sprout. Um, uh, and these ones are a bit green. Right there. So those are the pieces that I was looking for, and I've also got some pieces here that I'm going to experiment in this batch, where I'm going to try pieces that are around that big, which is pretty much half that big. And the reason why I'm trying these is because even though they're small, they're still sort of sprouting. Um, and yeah, I'll see how it goes with this patch to see if there's a difference between the size. Some pieces to avoid pieces are like these. It's a bit dry. There's not much moisture in it. I don't think this piece will actually grow. I've also got this is a very dried up piece of ginger I found in the fridge. I'm also going to try growing this piece. And the reason is because I've actually had this piece lying around for 2 months before it got to this state. And the reason why I purposely kept this piece is because, firstly, there's a lot of spores that are growing up. And I remember a few months ago, this was actually green. And the reason why it kind of looks like this is because the ginger is starting to dry up, and as you can see, some of these pieces here are actually starting to absorb that energy back into the ginger. So I'm going to definitely look forward to seeing if this piece can grow, and it still is within that 10 centimeter or 2 inches sort of range, and it still has that growth spot growth. And I have cut off some pieces, and I've also found that you want to wait a few days for these wounds to sort of heal up. That way, you still have an intact piece of ginger, and I found it won't rot as much when you grow. And then that's what happens when you got a big piece of ginger and you want to break apart. It is possible. Just have to find that middle point, cut it in half, wait for a few days, and then put it in the soil. If you put it too early in the soil, there will be bacteria infection and eventually ruin the whole piece of ginger. So there you had it. I will show you a picture of what all these pieces of ginger look like in the end, and that will give you a good idea of how it went. Thanks for that, and don't forget, remember to hit that subscribe button and hit a like and give me any comments and feedback. Thank you, and good luck growing.